Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Miniart. This is a 1/35 scale kit and it's interior kit, as you can see by this small sign here, and it copies Kugelpanzer 41R, and as you can see it is part of What If series. This series was launched recently by a Ukrainian manufacturer. We have several kits already there, and this is the latest one which copies famous round tank in German markings. So as you can see, packaging here looks quite nice. Here you can see comparison with my hand. Box is not that big, but I'm not sure how big will be assembled tank, so that's also another question. Before we open this box, let me remind you that we are gathering money for the new photo and video equipment, and you can help us too by pressing the donate button on our website. It is easy and it is safe, and of course you will be the one who will decide how much we will get for the new photo and video equipment. So as for the box, on the side we have some information about the safety devices, let's say, also address of the manufacturer if you would like to visit it. And here we have let's say 3D pictures of this tank. So as you can see, this one is in African marking, quite an interesting design, I would say, or option. That's a top opening box, and here is what we have inside. So as you can see, there are many sprues. So let's not forget that this is an interior kit, so that's why there are plenty of various sprues, and we are going to check them in a second. So I will remove this box, and we will need only plastic bag with all sprues inside. As usual for Miniart, all sprues are packed into the same plastic bag, so you should be careful if you are buying it from somewhere abroad. Maybe ask seller to pack it carefully in order to get everything intact. But as you can see, mine arrived without any significant damage, so I really doubt that your situation will be different. Okay. So we remove this plastic bag and we start right from the top. So here we have the first plastic sprue. Let's zoom in. And here you can see it. So obviously we have this one half of this round tank. It is molded, as you can see, a single piece part on 4 attachment points, so be careful while separating it. Here we have various interior parts, for example engine parts, as far as you can see. And inside there are plain panels, but I can guess that they will be detailed with some separate parts, because that's a Miniart kit, so there should be something. Next, plastic sprue. This one features another, let's say, fuselage half. Here we have also engine parts, special suspension for the engine, as far as I can guess, separate hatch. Various tubings and other parts which will go inside. That's quite interesting. I'm just curious to see whole assembly process. It is truly interesting. Then we have 4 plastic sprues of the same type, so we will check only one because there is no point in checking the same parts over and over. As you can see, we have here the tank team seats. Also we have various round parts for hatches, and I guess these are road wheels which will be installed inside. I hope it is not necessary to remind you that this design is not real, and I mean this tank was not used in battles during World War II, because I saw some guys who were trying to prove on internet forums that this tank was really participating in military actions during World War II. Here we have next plastic sprue. There are 4 of them, and as you can see here we have a small machine gun, also various parts which should go with this machine gun. I'm not sure if it can be replaced with resin because it looks quite good, so if you would like to have out of the box version, it might be okay, but if you would like to have a detailed build, then you might have to replace it for resin alternative. It's not because this plastic part is let's say inferior to resin offering, it's just because resin can copy a bit more details than plastic can. Then here we have these, let's say, side wheels which are molded like this, and inside we have position pins so that you can bind them together. Okay, next we have those interesting sprues. Let's say this is a main track. As you can see, there are 4 of them. They're molded as these nice parts. And note that inside we don't have anything. I will zoom out in a second so that you can see it. Here it is. So we don't have anything inside. Be careful while combining all those parts together. But it's really cool to have those parts replicated out of plastic, not out of vinyl, as some manufacturers like to do. Next, we remove those parts and we check another set of minor sprues. Here you can see 4 of them. Those are machine guns, turrets, which will be placed on all sides of the tank. You could have noticed it on the box art, so you will have to insert machine gun here, and then your small tank will be even more angry looking in the finished state. Next, we have this frame. It is quite interesting because we have this huge circle, and as far as I can guess, it will go in the middle. This one. It is attached by 4 attachment points, but of course you will have to delete all those pins inside. We have also here the separate hatch. I'm not sure what is this. Here we have various handles and seats. And from the other side you can see that hatch has some detailing as well. Next we have another plastic sprue. This one is absolutely the same, so we skip it. And last but not the least is this one with various frames and also radiator for the engine, as far as I can guess. So those parts will definitely go inside, and be sure to install them properly, I mean to separate without any damage to those nice parts. Then we have this plastic bag with decals and transparent parts. So again, I need a moment to cut off the sealed plastic bag. First of all, we have clear plastic sprue. This one is dedicated only to 2 parts. Here you can see them. These are headlamps lenses. Molding quality looks nice, so there's nothing to complain about. And then we have decals sheet. Decals sheet is printed by typograph, and I can even put it like this. Let's focus the camera, and here you can see it. So here we have all necessary symbols for several marking options. As far as I can guess, there are more than 3, but we will check it in assembly manual in a second. So assembly manual is typical for this manufacturer. Here it is. It is cover printed brochure with short features list on the first page. It's surprising that Miniart stopped writing parts amount on the first page before they were doing it. Now it's just highly detailed model. And next we have here 3 marking options. So one comes from Africa Corps, next one comes from the Marine Corps, and this one is from Australian Cavalry Division Service in North Africa 1942. Quite an interesting choice. This one might be a funny looking vehicle. Here we have parts map. Of course it is printed in black and white. Assembly process starts with engine, as you can see here. It will be quite a complex process, I would say. Then we assemble mainframe. So as you can see, those rings will be actually the ones holding engine in place. As you can see here, we install all those thin frames. So be sure to do everything in a right way. Then we continue with assembly of the seats for the crew. And note how interesting it looks. I mean, that might be a funny project to build, if you know what I mean. Here we have also hull parts. As you can see, hull parts will have to be upgraded with separately molded hatches. Here inside we attach various parts for machine guns and other stuff. Then we insert this section or connect it together with this round part. Then we do the same for the other side and again connect it with this area. And then we install tracks in order to cover the middle section. And here it might be interesting to do some cutouts so that it will be visible, or maybe open the side hatch and it will be also visible, and install some LED inside. Here you can see that hatch can be open, and also version for the closed hatches. So it will be up to you which one you will choose. Here we have also a colors chart and another set of marking options. So this one comes from the Normandy 1944. This one comes from US Army Service Europe 1944, and this one is from Defense of Berlin 1945. And on the last page we have just this picture cut out section. I'm not sure what is this for, maybe as a stand for the tank for the finished model. So that's all for this kit. Quite a nice set for reasonable price, and if you are into fantastic subjects, into what if series, this might be an interesting option to assemble. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button because it helps us greatly. Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and you will be sure that you won't miss any new video review, and you can even switch on notifications so that you will be notified when we will be publishing or going live. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.